Oceanfront Condominiums Gall 0766 333
Now, we see that artificial intelligence is not reserved only for the Fortune 500 companies. We see a number of small businesses and entrepreneurs breaking into the AI market. What is the possible future do you see in business adapting to this technology?
Yeah, sure. I think there are two things here. So AI can be viewed as a technology on which an entire company can be built. So a proprietary algorithm could be the lifeblood or the focus point of a single company. So that's one aspect, right? So you can start your own business, and a specific AI algorithm can be the lifeblood of your company. And then there is what you just mentioned, right? It's not reserved for these high-tech companies or these massive companies, but even existing companies or small to medium-sized businesses can leverage existing AI algorithms to improve the efficiency of their company, for example. I'll give you a couple of examples. So an existing company could use AI for various HR needs. For example, you could filter out, let's say you're looking for a new candidate for a position at a company. So you can use AI to do the initial step of filtering the CVs that you get, because obviously we are assuming that a small company doesn't have the resources to spend on filtering out thousands of CVs. So you can do that. Then you can use AI to keep track of your competitors, right? So every company nowadays is leaving a digital footprint, right? They're all over social media. They're all over various different types of platforms. So there are AI products that allow you to analyze your competitors, their digital footprint, and create a summary of, okay, what are my competitors up to? Because you don't have the time to keep track of hundreds of competitors. Say, for example, if I had to give another example, you can now leverage AI to make strategic decisions for your small to medium business. I'll give a small example. Say you're running a cafe or coffee shop, right? And you now have to make the decision of buying your next espresso machine or spending the budget that you have on some marketing campaign, right? Seems like a simple question, but there are a lot of moving parts when it comes to making this type of decision for a small business, because your budget is limited. You need to make a decision on, okay, do I spend this money on buying my next espresso machine, or am I going to spend this on my next marketing campaign? So there are algorithms that will help you, guide you to make such decisions based on all of the statistics that are linked to your company. And just like these examples, there are various other examples of how a small to medium business can leverage existing AI.
Like, for example, we also see this Grammarly, Zoom, they also fall into the same category, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Grammarly is a very good example. I'll say a few words about Grammarly as well. So there are certain things that current AI algorithms are really good at doing, and there are other things that they are not good at doing, right? So Grammarly was very smart. They have found a niche where AI is practically, it's a very, very good use case of AI, okay? So the problem of correcting grammar has a lot to do with pattern recognition, right? It doesn't require a lot of common sense, because grammar is something that us humans we have set the rules for grammar, right? Which, so there is a constant pattern to that. So an AI is really good at this type of pattern recognition, and this is why Grammarly is successful, and they found a really good application. Like you said, Zoom, another good example. Zoom is now using AI to create live transcripts of conversations that are happening, which you can then use to identify actions that are coming out of a meeting, right? So we have a lot of meetings, and then during meetings we come up with these action tags, right? They are also now using AI to do a head count, very simple. So you recognize how many faces are there in a Zoom video call. You can spit out the number of people. You can also use just ID. So for example, if a lot of people are taking part in a Zoom video call, you are more than likely to keep them muted, because you don't want to get disrupted, right? So if you want to do a thumbs up, wave, or anything like that, you can identify these type of gestures. So yeah, there are various different use cases across the spectrum.